Unisa Radio. The African voice. It's all about you.
We know that for, the most of us, you buy electricity for 100 Rand and your units are something like 29 or 34, which really doesn't make sense. And also the consumption of it, the electricity goes by very quick. For those that pay prepaid or for those that have prepaid electricity, you know what I'm talking about. So in studio, I'm joined by Mr. Majuda Mauwane. He is the chairperson for the EFF in Tshwane Ward 81. And we're also going to be joined online by Leonard Moswa. I hope I said his surname right. And he is an economist just looking into the financial aspect of, making sense of, the electricity that we buy, the consumption of it, and also from our community leader, Mr. Majuda, just, letting us into how does that work? Because we also have issues where there's bridging. We have issues of, people that what do they call it, where your electricity doesn't go? Bridge. Is it bridge? That's bridging. Yes, tampering with the meters, where obviously that electricity comes from somewhere. It comes from somewhere. So all those issues. Mr. Majuda, thank you so much for joining us on the Roundtable Debate Show to talk about such a sensitive, serious, and very frustrating issue.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for having me on your platform.
No, thank you so much. If you can just tell us, just to get into what you do on a daily as the chairperson of EFF Tshwane.
I'm the chairperson of Tshwane Ward 81 in Region 3. So I am the leader in the party. So today we are here to discuss about the unfair billing of private metering companies. So what is happening is, that the people who are supposed to give electricity to our people, it's Tshwane electricity, but instead they give the responsibility to the private metering companies, which takes advantage of their people, which overcharge them. Yes.
Is this what we call a middleman?
Yes, the middleman.
Okay, so how does it then work? In terms of, because Tshwane is supposed to be, an entity, if I can call it that provides, the service when coming to electricity. And then when the middleman part comes in, who's negotiating who for what?
So what happens is that the owners, it might be the body corporate, they make an application of a bulk meter. A bulk meter is the meter that is installed outside, and then it reads a total consumption of the whole building. So it means that Tshwane municipality can no longer go to a flat by flat or a unit by unit to see whether the consumption or to service the electricity. So they take that responsibility. But what happens is that the benefit is that they get a rebate in terms of taking up the responsibility of metering. So when I say rebate, it works like this. They will apply for a bulk meter, and then they take care of that account. The municipality only bill them with that account. It might be a bulk meter of electricity, it might be a bulk meter of water.
Okay.
So now, the people who are inside, now they are going to install private metering inside.
Okay.
You understand? Because they are no longer, Tshwane is no longer offering that service. Let's say now the total consumption, for an example, is 1 billion.
Yeah.
Now, they can't pay billion exactly because now they are doing the services that were supposed to be done by Tshwane municipality.
Of course, yes.
So they get the rebate because of that. That's where they make their money. But now, these companies are taking advantage of our people. They will just look at the loopholes. They will give you some unreasonable charges that comes with a meter. Whether it's a conventional meter or it's a prepaid meter, still the same. You will have a prepaid meter that each and every month when you pay, it has a fee. And that doesn't happen with Tshwane municipalities. It's just an extra fee that you pay for this prepaid meter that you already paid for. Remember, when you apply for a prepaid, you pay for it, they come and install it, then you still pay for this prepaid each and every month.
Also, you pay for the box?
For the box.
Okay.
They will note it as a meter charge.
Okay.
So you can see that the game they are playing there around, they will have things like on water billing. They will have things like network charging for water, sanitation charges for the water. But when you look at the amount that they're charging from different private companies, it's different. But we have been told that water and electricity are the basic need. You cannot make profit out of it. You can't increase the tariffs. It's only NERSA that is the board that is allowed to increase the tariffs.
I want to understand, was this an agreement with Tshwane municipality? Or what was the agreement?
It becomes an agreement with Tshwane municipality. But Tshwane is collecting from one person now. It's no longer collecting from, let's say, 20 units in a flat. They are collecting from this company. This company supposed to pay Tshwane. You're supposed to, as a tenant, as an end user, you're supposed to pay the private company, which is taking advantage of you. The problem is that these people, once they take over, they are not being monitored or being checked if they are doing anything illegal. So they do as they wish. They overcharge our people. They cut water illegally for our people. So this becomes a problem. As a chairperson of the Water Tshwane, each and every month you get cases like that we have to go to these different metering companies, complain about the unfair charges and everything. But you can see now, this thing is a pandemic. It's a big problem among Sunnyside. So it's something that I can say, in the EFF we say we don't want the privatization of electricity and water. But here in Sunnyside it's already started through backdoor, because now the electricity is we're no longer paying directly to municipality, and the municipality is not monitoring these people who are stealing from our people.
Can I also ask this? What happens when there's electricity hike or tariff hikes? How do they do calculations in terms of, because they have to get their profit? Then getting the profit, obviously there's Tshwane municipalities, hike prices. Do they double hike so that they too can get, a cut from the tariff hikes? How does it work?
They are not allowed to hike the tariffs.
Okay.
But normally, sometimes, let's say, NERSA announced that next month they will increase the tariffs by 6% or 3%. Bona, already before the date announced, already charging our people that amount. But the thing is this, where they still is where things like admission fees and the letters and the disconnection fees, then those things are not, you will have a private metering company A charging disconnection fee of 600 or reconnection fee of 600. Meter B collecting 1.5. So they play around
with the amount.
Because they are not monitored. And our people, they don't know where they can report this, because you report to the same people.
Nothing is done.
Yeah.
So, and also there have been complaints about electricity, consumption going really quick. For them, you can't buy electricity for 100 Rand and expect it to last you a week.
Yeah, that comes with the readings. It means that when you buy, let's say you buy electricity of 100 in Tshwane, it comes with 18 units. When you buy from them with that 100 Rand, it will come with 8 units or 10 units. You know why? Because there's a meter charge, there is a service fee march, and all those charges, when you calculate, they amount to maybe, let's say, a minimum of 500 a month. So it means that you are paying that amount that they're stealing from you illegally, so they're taking advantage of you. So this is a problem. It's a big problem. Our people are the one that are affected to this. Young, like Sunnyside is a place where you find students, unemployed people, even the middle class, they are suffering, they are crying about this. The thing is that we do not have choice. We don't get consulted when the decision had been made to change the metering system to private from municipality.
But if I can just also ask, was there or is there communication between City of Tshwane, these private companies, and the residents to say that this is where we are moving in terms of you buying electricity or issues of the meters or whatever, or even the landlords, if I can call it that, or the people that own these buildings to say, okay, when coming to electricity, be aware that this is how it's going to go. You can't just buy, electricity on your phone via Tshwane municipality, because there is a middleman. Basically, your electricity comes from these people, but obviously, City of Tshwane do get, a cut from, the units, or the money and so forth. Is there a communication that was ever shared to the residents about these things?
When the decisions have been taken of bringing a private metering companies, the residents are not being consulted. They'll be just told, because of course when they come they have to remove 20 municipalities. So that activity, you will know that I'm no longer going to use this meeting. Then they will serve with notices and everything. But you will also know that that's when your problem started.
Mm-hmm. Was there ever consultation with municipality and these private meter companies?
No, I don't think so. Because what is happening, it mushroomed at around 2008. Because I've been here in Sunset for a very long time. Mm-hmm. Now I can say 60% of the flats around Ward 81, they're using private metering companies. Different ones. Yeah. So
it's not one. So say, for example, Ward 81 uses Majuda's metering private company.
No, it goes with flat to flat. Remember, these flats have body corporates, different corporate corporates. Yes. So they take a decision from that position, and then, yeah.
What would you like to see happen? Because there seems to be a lot of, one, miscommunication, two, no communication. Number three, people are left stranded. Already we're pushing hard, and when such matters arise and there isn't communication when coming to changes, especially if it's something that is going to affect their livelihood, then it becomes a very hectic situation. Yeah, as as a chairperson, of the EFF, and obviously being a community leader, when coming to these type of issues in Sunnyside, and it's not only in Sunnyside, it's everywhere. How would you like to see, whether it's the Tshwane municipality or any other body that can be able to mitigate this whole issue of electricity consumption and also the privatization of meter boxes?
Tshwane must take a full responsibility of their water and electricity. Okay, but this thing is already there. Yeah. So what must happen immediately, that which I wish it must happen, Tshwane must have a dedicated help desk where people who are complaining about this private metering can come and report to a different body that will be able to solve the problem, because they will know that this kind of charges are not, the situation will be maybe much better. But now our people, they don't know where they go, because when they go to Tshwane, they report about private metering, they will tell you that now we are not working with this one. You need to go to these people. And then you go to the very same people, just been sent back to the very same people who are actually stealing from you. So Tshwane must have a dedicated help desk with warm bodies, where our people will come with these terrible bills so that they can see what is happening, and so that in a way they'll be able to monitor these people so that they don't steal from our people. Yeah.
I think also another important thing that I want to ask, have you ever encountered a situation where maybe some residents also bridged electricity because they cannot afford?
Bridging, it's happening everywhere.
Yeah.
It's happening everywhere, even Tshwane.
I mean with these private companies, have you ever encountered that situation?
There is a situation that happened, I think, 2 weeks back in 420 Lake Street, a flat that's called Damboti.
Oh yes.
The guy is this is a private metering company, and then Tshwane came to come and check what is happening. I think there was some problem with billing. The guy has been collecting money from the residents. I'm talking about a flat that's got about 500 units. The guy's been collecting money from these units through these private meters, but only to find out that the private metering company have tampered with Tshwane meter. Okay. So this guy is stealing from both Tshwane and
the
from
people,
the
people. Residents.
Yes.
That is so hectic. Yeah. That is so hectic, because I can only imagine how, how it is. Like I said, that we have tariff hikes and we have that, and then now you have this middleman, like you're saying now, that I've just tampered even with the, city of Tshwane itself. Then where does that really leave the residents? Yeah. Yes.
So the bad thing is that the residents are the one that they are taking the pain. They are the one that have to pay off for all this. They're the end user, because like this kind of meter. There's a meter that they're using. It's now popular.
Yeah.
That meter, it doesn't have a display where you are able to see that I'm left with 10 or 20 units. That thing just, you just have to go and search through internet. So some of our people, if you don't have a data to go through the app and everything, you can't see what is happening with your electricity. It means you can't be able to save electricity, which is what they want, so that you can pay higher bills, which they take into their pockets.
And also, what is that?
Yeah, it's like that. They use it to even to switch off your electricity. To my surprise, they say it's a technology. When you're not paying maybe your water, they will switch off your electricity through that app. And for you to come and reconnect the electricity, when you go and pay your fee, and they have to come and reconnect it, they reconnect via the same system, but they will charge you terrible amount, like 1,000, while they have not utilized any car or any technician or nothing. You understand? So, but our people are subjected to pay that amount for that service.
So you don't have access to what is basically yours in that moment.
Exactly. Let's say during weekend, that you bought electricity for 500. You can't monitor it. You don't have data. You can't monitor it. The next thing on Monday, your electricity is on 05. You don't even know.
How?
You just see the electricity goes out, so they want you to go straight to the app and buy another one. Yeah.
So what is the EFF in Tshwane doing about that situation?
In what Tshwane, we have decided that we need to mobilize the community. We know that the community is already crying, because they come each and every week. We have this kind of cases being reported to us. So it cannot be that we go to the offices, different metering companies every day with one person. So we have decided that we are going to mobilize the community of Sunnyside in Ward 81. We are going to go to flat. We are going to speak to our people. We are going to go to each and every flat that is using a private metering company. We want to know how they feel. We are no longer going to wait for them to come to us. We are going to them. We are going to mobilize them. We have to take it to the street. We have to go to one of these biggest these culprits, which are calling themselves private metering. We have to go and march there. We must be heard, because what is happening there is a crime scene. It's a syndicate. So I think we need some Matlanga commission about this issue. It's deeper than what you actually see. But the problem is that they're stealing from our people. And the EFF cannot stand in a branch where people are crying about electricity and not do anything about it. We are going to them. We are going to march to those metering companies. We are going to march to municipality offices and tell them that these people, please, you are the people who are supposed to watch these people. Electricity, constitutionally so, it's supplied by municipality, not these people. So now we are subjected to this nonsensical, unfair charging, because of the municipality has taken the responsibility and gave it to the wrong people. Yeah.
Yo, Mr. Majuda, I hope you really can get to the bottom of this, because everything it's high, economically, and we cannot, people cannot continue to suffer because people, are opportunistics. People tend to take opportunities with people's livelihood. That is not good. And I also hope that the city of Tshwane as well can be able to just help out, and get to the bottom of this particular matter, because people are being overcharged, charges that they too don't even know. They are also, in a very red line or a danger zone when coming to these private companies, because they can also hack them, like you mentioned. But I really do hope that as Ward 81, you can really fight this through for the residents of Sunnyside.
Unisa Radio. The African Voice. It's all about you.